when you get down to 2.5 minutes, I'll give you a wave just so you get a 30-second warning.
Okay.
Other than that, Jay?
Full disclosure, it's going to be recorded for our other citizens.
Okay.
Alright, so closures.
Well, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Christopher Kassab. I'm running for the position of Technology Committee. I'd like to start off by saying that if I could choose only one position to run for in my time here at Wayne State University, it's this Technology Committee position. I first heard about it back during orientation week when I spoke with Allison Zargo. And when she heard about my background in computer science, she encouraged me to apply for the position. And so it's been a long few months, kind of eagerly waiting for it to come, but the day is finally here. So I'd like to start off by telling you about my passion for technology. I've been interested in them ever since I was a kid, taking computers apart, putting them back together, learning how they work. I'm sure many of you have friends or family that are like the tech person that you go to for your problems. That's probably somebody like me. And I continued that passion throughout high school and college when I pursued, I earned my degree, my Bachelor's of Science in Computer Science here at Wayne State undergrad. And it was during my time here that I did a research project for University of Michigan. And I also worked for the Marketing and Communications Department for Wayne State University as a student developer. And their job basically was to do all of the website design for a lot of the various colleges throughout the undergrad university. And so I was able to use my skills in programming languages such as C++, Java, HTML, PHP, a bunch of stuff I won't bore you guys with. But it was nice to be able to get to use those skills in order to better Wayne State University as an undergraduate. And another thing that I got to do for the Marketing and Communications Department was interacting with various clients. And I like to think that is analogous to the student body because it helped me to develop strong communication skills that I think will translate well to finding out what needs and wants our student body has and ultimately implementing them. Now some of my class have termed me a social butterfly, which I don't know if you guys are familiar with the term. It's someone who doesn't associate necessarily with one clique, but gets to know a little bit of everyone. And so I'd like to think that just based on my few months of interactions here, I've kind of gleaned a little bit of what our student body wants. And I'd like to share a few of those ideas with you guys today. One of the biggest complaints I received is that the ability to stream prior year lectures are not available. And especially this year, that kind of played havoc when we had those back-to-back snow days because they threw a ton of lectures at us in one day, basically. And had we been able to stream those a little bit earlier on, it might have made things a little bit easier. So that's one thing I would definitely like to see implemented. Another thing is that we have a lot of support for Apple products, and I've noticed not so much for Android. I'm an Android fan, but I'll give equal weight for that as well. So hopefully we can help out students with that. So in conclusion, I feel that my passion for technology, combined with my degree in computer science and my fundamental understanding of technology, along with the work experience I've gained from Wayne State University, makes me a strong candidate for the Technology Committee position. And I hope you'll vote for me. Thank you very much. If anyone has any questions,
qualifications and everything.
Thank you.
A lot of language, you know a lot of languages, which is pretty good. So
Do you know Haskell?
What?
It's a programming language.
Did you say Haskell?
Haskell.
Let's go. All right, go.
All right, questions?
Anyway, carry on.
The question is,
the question is, so you touched upon it a little bit in terms of getting feedback from students and ideas. How do you plan on doing that on a consistent basis once you're on this committee and getting that feedback and those ideas from students?
Okay, so I think the obvious one is surveys. I always see surveys go out and people respond to surveys. So I think that's probably a given. It's a good way to reach kind of the widespread masses. But personally speaking, like I said, I think I know a fair amount of our class, and I think just one-on-one conversations have helped me to develop some ideas already, and I hope to continue building on those relationships in the future, and hopefully some nice face-to-face time will help garner more ideas that we can build upon.
So the last technology committee meeting was in April, which is about 9 months ago. Wow. So what are your thoughts on how you would keep it sustainable as far as having continuous meetings?
Right. Well, yeah, we were talking earlier about that, and I think that I don't know, it depends on what kind of projects you guys have, because it sounds like in the past, setting up, the electronic exams and the streaming websites, those seem to be like big projects that I imagine require constant meetings. So I think it's probably gonna depend on, what ideas we get from the student body and whatnot. But I think the streaming the lectures is a big one, so maybe that would take up, require some more meetings here and there. But I mean, as long as the ideas keep coming in, I don't see any reason why we can't meet, every month, as was stated in the email, not every half a year or so. But, so fingers crossed, hopefully we'll bring a lot of ideas to the table and get that done.
Excellent. Well, thanks for coming. We'll let you know.
Thank you very much.